What's happening, you savages? Uncle Joey and his trusted little fucking Jewish Cato here for another episode of the Church of What's Happening Now, new edition, November 25th. 16 years of marriage today.
Congratulations.
That's right. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
And you're here.
16 years of fucking marriage today. But what are you going to do? We're here for another fun-filled episode. We're sorry about last week. Things happened. You know what I'm saying? One of the bulbs went out. And just one bulb went out. And we couldn't do the podcast. But we're here today. That's it. It's the last week of November. You've got maybe 3.5 more Mondays to Christmas. And here we are, Lee Syatt.
Fucking here we
wrapping up the last fucking part of the year. My favorite part of the fucking year.
Oh, really? You used to hate it.
I love it because I'm taking off after next fucking Friday the 5th. After Virginia, I'm done for the year.
Oh, yeah?
I already called Shroomy yesterday. He's delivering mushrooms tomorrow night at 6:30 for the month. He's delivering an ounce of the long neck ones and the little baby stubs that look like a little Joey Diaz dick. They're like 2 inches with a big helmet on top.
Is that the name of the strain?
I don't know. And it's the holiday season, Jack. I'm an old man. I've already done everything during the holidays. I ain't shopping. I ain't doing nothing.
No, not even Amazon?
I'm working out. I'm fucking smoking dope. And I'm just waking up and going to bed. That's it. 0 fucks. I have nothing to do till January 31st in Staten Island. So what do you think?
Oh, so you're taking like basically 2 months off?
Month and a half. I mean, you know me. I'll be getting on stage once a week.
Oh, yeah. But
this
is you semi-retired.
No, nothing. I don't have to see a plane till March.
Oh, yeah?
February.
Fuck yeah. Oh, I thought you were going somewhere else. No, you're not. You're staying home the whole time?
I don't fucking know. It all depends.
That's all. Dude, you were just talking before the podcast about how excited you are to be home now. Like, you just hate leaving the house. You don't even want to go eat anymore. You told me
I gave up. Listen, nothing is happening nowhere. I would love to tell you that. You know, I would love to hear. It took me 5 years to come to this realization. 5 years. Call my nephew on Fridays and Saturdays. He's not at Studio 54. He's going to a friend's house to eat a steak or to watch a fucking New England game. Talk to George. He's my age. Ask him what he's fucking doing. He ain't doing nothing. I call my friends on the weekends. What are they doing? Nothing. And I have friends that'll tell me, I'm just sitting here watching TV. It's 2 PM.
On the weekends?
On the weekends. And I'm like, I refuse to get in front of a TV at 2 PM. So I had to figure out, I said, you know what? There's nothing going on. There's no reason to get in the car and drive around. You're not going to find anybody. You're not going to find anybody, whether I come up here or stay by my house. Those days are done. Nobody hangs in the daytime. Everybody works. I don't know what happened. New Jersey used to be a state where nobody worked. Fucking nobody worked. Every bar was packed from 8 AM to 5 PM. Everybody was on unemployment collecting. You know, now you can't find the motherfucker unless you drive down Burger Line Avenue. And you might see somebody from fucking, you know, when you played CYO ball or some shit.
I never thought you'd be upset about that, about people working. You're like, people are doing too much. They're working.
It's just, you know, what happened? Listen, I'm not talking about in L.A. or another place. I'm talking about this neighborhood.
Right.
Used to be a daytime neighborhood. You never wanted a job. You refused a fucking job because you might miss something in the daytime and you might miss something at night.
What are you going to miss?
Who knows? Somebody's giving blowjobs. I don't know. I don't fucking know, but I'm just telling you.
I did like working nights. Like when we first met and I was working nights, it's a fun, because you do have the whole day free. But like you're an introvert too. Like you don't mind being by yourself, so you won't go do something by yourself?
What can I go do by myself?
Go see a movie.
I went to the mall and I peed on the second floor. You know, there ain't no fucking movies.
Yeah, there really aren't.
There ain't no movies that you could go, oh, this afternoon, get excited, have a Chinese lunch. Those days, that shit's done. What am I going to see, Wicked by myself at 2 PM and sing along?
That would be a problem. Yeah, if a guy like you walks into Wicked.
Half of those movies that come out are rough. It's a rough watch. The Running Man, they're just rough. So I remember when for years, I would get mad at my friends that had parents that had like a house that had a basement, and they'd be like, and I go, bro, where the fuck are you going? If I had what you had, I wouldn't leave the house. And this is way before Uber or Uber Eats or fucking dirty people delivering food to your house with dirty fingernails and shit, and you eating and
that's Uber Eats.
Great. I ordered some Carvel. It got here, it was melted. Well, what'd you expect? There's so many stupid fucking people out there. But at the same time, even with all that, I don't even dig into all that. The only thing I dig into when I'm home alone, the only excitement is like reading a book. I'll fucking go online, I'll read about the dumbest shit in the fucking world. Just to read.
Like what? Like a blog or something?
I'll
or
read
like the news?
Benefits of most peptides, benefits of doing this exercise compared to this at 60. I read stupid shit.
Fuck.
But at least I read. You're not in front of a television getting, whatever fucking Chef Wami is cooking something. I don't give a fuck. So half that shit don't pertain to me. I'm not a Sports Center type of guy. I've tried watching some of those sports shows. They're god-awful.
They're
fucking god-awful.
I loved those growing up. And I have nothing against women's sports, and I totally get it. But when half of Sports Center is WNBA, I'll just go online now and watch the highlights I want to watch.
Well, you know what? The WNBA don't bother me. It's just another, it's like when you kill me with fucking tennis. When you got, the other day I went to a restaurant and right away I was going to strangle myself. They had soccer right on in front of me. Like 18 million fucking sports in November, and you got soccer in front of me? Come on, man. Find the basketball game. Somebody's fucking playing something.
You don't watch soccer?
No. Like, there's just a lot of shit that... My point is that fucking... For 5 years, I used to get upset and really upset and get down on myself. And then guess what happened? I started fucking hanging out with people I shouldn't have been hanging out with.
Okay.
And I said, what is better for me? Hanging out at home with my cat, smoking whatever amounts of dope I want. Because I go in and out of that garage, okay? I could smoke. I could eat edibles. I got Szechuan right down the corner if I get in a pinch. I got all these things around me. Listen, I wish I had 4 fucking people to do it with. I wish I had 2 people to do it with. But it's not that world no more. It's not that world no more. I thought about getting an apartment up here and just seeing George at night. George is fun at night. Like from 10 to 1, he's fun. But I'm passing out at 11:15. So what am I at the apartment for? To sleep up here? To sleep in the office? So I thought about all this shit.
Right.
And what I need to do is have hobbies. And my 2 hobbies are stand-up.
Okay.
It's a hobby now. It's not a career no more. It's a hobby. There's no tours. There's no pictures of me. Oh, tour of 2000. No. It's just, listen, this is what's going on this month. Take it or leave it.
I love it. You posted like a story with a picture of the poster. No link, no nothing. It's just here. I'm going to be
here. That's the best I got. I don't know how to do anything else. I don't know how to do posters and fucking put voices and people kicking. I don't know. Listen, it's the simplest road out.
That was one of the first things I ever helped you with is I went to your house way before Mercy was born. I went into your office and you had like a little, like not even a laptop. I think it was like basically like one of those early iPads. And you had me post, or maybe it was a laptop. You had me post a picture for you on Twitter. And just uploading a picture to Twitter, you called me an unadulterated genius. And you, at least you can post a picture now. You're pretty good at that. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, but it's like I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. Like I like that and just all the gym activities I do as a hobby because I monitor it. I'm like a nerd. I monitor it. I monitor my strain. Why did this not happen today? But that's what I have to involve myself with now because that's what it is. I mean, listen, man. Am I heartbroken? I'm heartbroken about a lot of things, but there's nothing I could do about them. Nothing I could do about them. There's nothing I could do to get 20 more auditions a month. Well, Joey, you could get a new headshot and work on your reel. I've been there for 25 years. They know I'm there.
Right.
I wish I had an audition more. I wish things like that, but that's not. It's just not happening, Joey. It's not. Now I could say, Joey, you're a loser. It's not happening for me. But if you know anything about me, I make calls.
Right.
And it's not happening for a lot of people my age right now. It's not happening for people your age in Hollywood right now.
I was gonna say, you think it's an age thing, or what do you think? You think
No,
it's
it's just a business thing. Business is down. They're not shooting shit ever since this fucking strike. AI is looming.
Yeah.
I mean, so am I upset about it? Like I said, I wish I had one or two more auditions. It'd be nice to get a movie from time to time, but this is what it is.
Have you thought about, because I don't know if you remember, but years ago, you were all like this close to going back to school for like a history class. You think about going to do anything like that?
I do, but I'd like to go to a class because I'm too stupid to do it online. All right? I need to ask questions. I'm one of those guys. I got to ask questions, bro.
I can see that.
I feel a lot better if I ask you a question and you look in my eyes. If I do it online, I'm going to get stumped, and then I'll never go back to it.
Right.
I'm one of those guys. Once I get stumped, now I'm embarrassed, and now fuck the course. But I'd love to take a continuing education class, like fucking brick masonry and fucking by the
Brick
airport.
masonry, you're 63. You want to, gee, I thought you were
What
going to
do
do
you want
history
me to-
back
What
then.
would you like for me to learn now?
Something where you get to sit down.
Why would I want to learn something like that?
I don't know.
I'm not going to go back to the... Right now, anything I'm learning is for me to enjoy myself with.
Okay.
Like even that idiot, fucking Frank Colombo, when he retired, he grew roses. And he won rose tournaments and shit with his roses.
Right.
There's got to be some type of hobby. I don't know how to plant tomatoes. I don't know how to fucking cook.
Do you want to? What about smoking meat? You just leave it in, you just get a smoker? Dude, so many guys do it. You just get a smoker and you just leave it in there. You just smoke a brisket.
And who's going to eat it? You?
Hopefully. I
Yeah.
love brisket. You love brisket.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat that shit every day. I want to do something that's kind of on the positive side. Not that I'm stuck eating my own food, burying myself at fucking 63, okay?
Okay.
If it's going to be something, it's going to be something fucking... Have you motherfuckers tried Coconut Cult yet?
Coconut cold?
It's called Coconut Cult. It's a fucking... I love our probiotics here. We have the best probiotics. But this is a live probiotic. And it comes in different flavors, but the coconut yogurt, it's called a live probiotic.
What does it do?
Takes care of your gut health. Pre, pro, and whatever, but it's a yogurt that tastes like fucking a dream. And you only take 4 teaspoons a day in the morning with breakfast.
And then you shit right away?
You don't shit right away. You'll shit later, but it's beautiful. It's proportionate. It comes out like mountains in Colorado. You know what I'm saying? It smells like flowers. No. I'm just saying that it's so fucking good. I wish I could learn to make something like that.
Right.
Like, I want to learn how to do something like that. That's not going to blow. Like, somebody said, why don't you learn how to make meth? Then I'll blow up the fucking house. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you need the apartment up here for.
Yeah. It's just, you need something. I chose all my things. I'm not going to be one of these guys that, I don't play golf. I'm not going to take up golf to be cool at this age. I got a 12-year-old daughter, all right? And that's 50% of my time. As much as I'm not with her 50%, I am, but I'm always conniving for her.
Right, and you want to be home so that in case.
Yeah, I like to be home at a certain time every day. I like to do my own stuff. And, man, and I don't mean to insult anybody with this, either my friends or people who watch this show. Guys, there's some people that they've been moving from the age of 16 like Lee. There's some people that have been moving from the age of 12 like me or George or Nick. At one time you go, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. I'm not doing this no more. And I'll tell you why. Because all your life you're living to do something for somebody. All your life. Well, your aunt needs this.
Right.
Your cousin needs this. You need this. And just one fucking day that you could just go, I'm controlling my fucking realm.
Especially coming from stand-up, because
come on,
I feel pretty busy now, and I'm nowhere near as busy as you. But like I don't think there's ever one day where I'm not doing. Like I'm always out.
Always. When you do stand up, whether you focus, I was talking to Aaron Berg. Okay. So let's say you were to do 5 sets a night.
Mm-hmm.
After those 5 sets, you tape them all. And guess what? People are like, oh, well, he's done for the night. No, I'm not done for the night. Because now my daughter and my wife are asleep. And this is when I could really work. So now I go home and listen to those 4 tapes.
Yep.
And adjust on the jokes so I can prepare for the next day. Because the next day I'm going to be busy with my daughter, or I got to drive to the city to do a podcast. That's the hour nobody fucking sees. See, just like me, I was delusional. I thought that when you watch an HBO special, you just call down there. Hey, what's going on down there tonight? Nothing. Some cameras are going to come by. What, you want to come by? Yeah, I'll be right down. And you just talk that shit. That was my thing with stand-up. I thought that that's the first time you said it. I didn't know you had to work on it and write and get 2 notebooks and fucking take a writing course and get glasses. And I didn't know about all that shit.
Right. And so now, like,
I didn't know about all that shit. And that's what the human person doesn't know, the consumer. The same way I don't know what it takes to be an engineer major. The same thing I don't know what it takes to make a hot dog, like a hot dog from scratch. We don't know.
Right.
We assume. So people assume, well, these motherfuckers, they just show up and get on stage and talk shit and smoke dope. Okay.
And like, does it kind of feel good to just be like, I'm not doing shit now. I'm staying home, and I'm in pajamas. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want.
You ever watched the movie The Rat Pack?
No.
It was a movie years ago, Ray Liotta, in 2000, maybe 99. And they said a line in there that's always stuck with me. The guy goes, yeah, that was a great show tonight. Joey Bishop tells Dean Martin, that was a great show tonight. Man, that's fantastic. And he goes, one of these days, these people are going to wake up and try to figure out what all the fuss was about. You know? And that's us in life. Mm-hmm. It's this big fucking fuss. And one day when you don't have it, you're like, you either crack like I did for a while, or you go, I kind of like this. This is what I got. This is what I got to work with. And this is what needs to be done now.
I get that, but wouldn't you say like the last 5 years was kind of by choice? Because as soon as COVID was over, you could have been out there. If you had wanted to be, you could have been out there 30 weeks a year.
I wasn't ready.
Right. No, and I'm not saying you should have been, but I'm like, it's not like people stopped coming to your shows. You just were like, I don't want to go out.
No.
Which is, I get, but like when I hear that quote, it makes me think like, oh,
again,
people stop showing up.
Again. That's a decision by a grown man that has not stopped since 93. And now it was 2020. That's a 27-year run. That's not what most people do. But if you go to college and you get out when you're 22 and you start working, 27 years puts you at like 50, correct? Yeah.
Around that, yeah.
22, 23, 27. You need a fucking breather. And I'm not talking about this was like an easy 27 years. This was, this was 17 years that were rough. And then 10 years became easier, but more rough because now it involves stress and ticket sales and this and people calling you because you don't have a video made for and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck? So, dog, I was just burnt the fuck out. Like, I had just had it. This was just, and to top it off, that world wasn't my world. I'm not the type of guy, oh my God, we love you. And that, oh no, I know. Oh my God. I'm not into those shit. So that was bearing on me for a long time.
Right.
That weighed on me.
Because people wanted you to do that stuff?
No, because I didn't want to be them. That wasn't who I was. That I was going to, oh my God, it's so great. We're so on. No, I don't give a fuck. Just give me the check. Let's cut through the bullshit. Let's cut. You know why I'm here, and I know why you're here. Okay? Again, Moneyball, the black dude, and Brad Pitt. The guy's the oldest player on the team.
Oh yeah, that was a great scene.
And he goes, "Let's cut this shit."
David Justice.
We know why we're here. You're trying to stay in the fucking part of the dance, and I'm trying to get the most out of you till you fucking die. That's it. You getting $7 million a year. I ain't paying you that. The Yankees are paying you that because they don't want to play. They want to play against you. You know, and that's what comedy is. But we think it's something bigger, and then we start floating around with furs, hanging out with young blood. You're a fucking comic, motherfucker. You're nothing else but a comic. But for some people, they run with it, and they just lose their fucking mind. For me, the other way, I just want to be a comic. It's like when you go to a theater, people are like, let's show you this historic theater. I don't need to see nothing. I need to see the historic check.
Sure.
That's the envelope.
I'll be in the green room, bring me the check.
I don't want to see the fucking wedge. The guy shot Abe Lincoln. I don't want to see any of that shit.
That was I forget where it was. It doesn't matter. But it was like we were leaving. And the guy's like, do you want to go up onto the roof to see the fireworks? And you were like, no. You want to climb a ladder to go see the fireworks?
It's over. It's over. You know, and you buy into that shit for a while when you're a young comic. You're like, oh, my God. And then you go home and tell, like, your girlfriend and your wife, we performed at the same place where Lincoln got shot. You know, who cares? They gave you $200. The fuck do you give a fuck for?
I know.
So that's those little things. Like, I avoided all that shit. I avoided being a fake person. I avoided hanging out and being a certain person. I just was a North Bergen guy. And that's it. This is a job. This is a fucking job, nothing else. Yeah, become something else, and then you become something else. I was trying not to become that person. I was just trying to keep it fucking normal. That's it. I don't have to have a guy following me all the time with a video. You ever notice that? Like, these people walk in, and there's always somebody with a video. Where are those people around me? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you seen them do takes?
Huh?
That's my favorite. Like, when they come, like, I'll see them out there, and they'll do takes. Like, they'll come in and, like, let me do that again. And they come in, they'll just come into the green room and, like, do another and do it, and, like, give people high fives. No, it is.
I don't want to do any of that stuff. Just, let's start the show. It's like the 20-minute video before the show starts. Why? Just knock it off. Knock it the fuck off with this. So now we got 2 clubs we got to tell. No video, we don't show. It's quick. This is quick. No 20-minute video. They got to put up with 20 different fucking acts that they've never seen before.
I would love to see you, just to be there while you tell the managers that. Because I'm in a place.
I don't tell the manager nothing. I call my agent, tell him to tell him.
But if I were you, I would be the one to tell him.
No, why? I don't want to cause any conflict.
I'm going in there making $100, and they love those videos, and they have like scenes from like Anchorman in them, and it's like, and it doesn't make any sense. But I can't say shit to anybody, and it's like, and I'm coming in my pants thinking about the day where I can tell clubs, you know what? No, we're not doing this. We're not doing that. This is what my price is. Oh my God. I can't wait to be able to tell people stuff like that. I can't wait. I just want to be able to. My dream is just to be able to tell people what I actually want to say. My whole life, you have to, from the teachers to your parents to your bosses, you can't tell people anything. And you always. It seems like you do tell, and I'm so jealous of that. I would love to be able to tell people what the fuck I actually want to say.
Listen, man, it took me a long time, but then you get, and then I started going off on these guys as feature act. Like, it got to the point where I was just going off on managers on feature act and club owners because, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. It's like I started that thing. There's a whole video series about me calling comics and saying, that's the last Sunday you're working. What? Joey Diaz, don't ever catch me working a fucking Sunday again. What are you talking about, man? It's money. No, it's not. It's slavery. We don't work on Sunday. And the more people who do it, and then people started paying attention. And now the clubs lost control of Sundays, and they hated me because I made everybody, as a feature act, don't work Sundays. We don't work Sundays. We're gangsters. We're fucking Catholics. We don't work Sundays. Even if you're Jewish, you're Catholic. You don't work Sunday. That's just the way it is. But in comedy, you have so many weak links that then they'll keep doing it. But if I take the high links out and tell them like that, like, you're not working Sundays no more, bro, and explain it to them, and they'll go, you're right. What the fuck are you doing? That's the worst day to sit in your hotel room is a Sunday. There is nothing like a Sunday in a hotel room. You watch football by yourself. You go to a bar,
Even before podcasts, because like I get it. If you want to do a podcast Monday, I get it. But if I had nothing else, it sounds like a great day, especially during football season.
What?
To just You wake up whenever you want Saturday, after a late night Saturday. You chill.
No.
You watch it, get a little food.
Because I already did that Thursday. I already did that Friday and Saturday morning. I only got 2 mornings.
Oh.
That third morning, I already had, the eggs were good the one day. And then you went to another place the one day. You already ate at the top steakhouse. It's time to leave. That's it.
Oh, I hate when weekends end. I never want them to end.
No, I love Sunday night, Saturday night. When they're like, let's take a picture. It's over. I already got the check. You should have asked me before the picture.
I'm not taking a picture. Oh, my God.
But I took that time off.
Right.
And it was a fucking big wrestle. Like, that was a big wrestle with myself. But I knew 2 things. If I would have kept going in the condition I was in, I would have ended up in really bad shape. And I said, fuck it. This is what, again, I had a very good conversation with somebody today about comedy. And I know about this firsthand, okay? And this goes for life. This just isn't stand-up comedy. Remember what I'm telling you people at home and here and you. In life, you elevate yourself. Yeah, they could give you a raise and give you $54,000 and give you another raise in 3 years and give you $80,000, whatever. But in life, you elevate yourself. Like, comics are waiting right now, comedians especially. Now we'll go back to comics. They're waiting right now for something to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Every comic I talk to is waiting for something. There's a few select that are making things happen. But even some of them are waiting for something to happen. Netflix didn't come back to them with an offer. This didn't pan out. Fox didn't pick up any shows. So everybody's waiting. And at one point, it's like anything else in life. How much longer can I take this abuse for?
Right.
Okay? So now, instead of taking abuse, I'm going to give a little abuse. And I'm going to learn how to work a little smarter. And I'll use an example that you guys understand. You're going to get 1,000 calls. People are going to keep calling you for MC work.
Okay.
It's just, me, I didn't give a fuck because I needed every dollar I could get. But when you're on your climb, once you decide on feature spots, you're a feature. How many people call you to feature every month?
Almost none. It's hard.
Very fucking hard. So you got to say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to MC no more. But Lee, and right when you make that decision, the phone's going to ring. Hey, we want you to MC this week. It pays 400, 8 shows. And you're like, not. You hang up that phone, your heart breaks. You're like, I need that 400.
Or that spot. Even if it's not about the money, it's a spot.
It's not about the money. It's that spot. But you made a decision not to take any more feature work. You've made a fucking decision as a man. You've made a decision as a fucking comedian. You're not fucking doing that anymore. And the phone's going to ring every weekend for 10 fucking weeks. Hey, you want to be an MC? Hey, you want to? And you got to, no. And you got to find something else, deliver Chinese, whatever the fuck it is. And then one day when you're about to give up, that guy's going to call you and go, hey, man, my club in New Orleans, the feature fell out. If you're available, I'd love to have you, Lee.
Right.
And that club has 4 other sister clubs.
Yep.
Do you follow me? So now you picked up 6 feature works. You were pissed at me because for a year you starved a little bit. For 9 months you starved.
Right.
And that's what I'm talking about. That you elevate yourself. You know, everybody's worried about a special. Everybody thinks a special is going to fucking solve their fucking misery. And it's not. It's going to make it worse now.
Why?
Because now you get put into a pool with other fucking people.
Okay. And you
now you're doing what's the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and over again?
With the same results. You're seeing that, you know, it's like the idiot that sits at home every Christmas and goes, look at those saps at the airport. You see them with their pillows and their teddy bears. You know, oh, there's a storm. And then one day you're like, it's not going to happen to me. And you decide to take those planes. And there you are for a week stuck in fucking Montana because some shit.
That would be, dude. It happened sort of this week. I got passed at my first club in Manhattan, and because I was trying to be nice and polite for a while, and I kept hanging out, and they kept putting me up, but I never I want to get booked in advance. Like I don't want to have to just hang out or like get the text that day. So I was talking to someone. He's like, just ask. So I did. I just went up to the guy. I was like, hey man, I'm here all the time. I'd love to do some spots. If I can get on the system. And he's like, sure. And he did it right there. And I have 2 spots tonight. And it was just speaking up is one of the I'm not good at it. I'm not good at asking for what I want. And I'm sure it's not always going to work. There's 2 other clubs in Manhattan that I call the bookers every Tuesday. And they never pick up the phone.
Fine. You're going to call them until they change that number, die, or cancel their business.
Right.
Just to let them know you're better than they are now. At this point, it's just a joke now.
Right.
At this point, it's just who's going to give up first.
Right.
You know, who's going to give up first? I have this company I called like maybe a year ago to ask them about something. Doc, they call me once a week, and they send me emails. Hi, it's that time. I have not answered the phone since I called them. They have the worst telemarketing department because they keep calling that number. About a week ago, I go, next time they call, I'm going to fucking pick up the phone and go, are you that fucking stupid? You are wasting it. The number's dead. The guy hasn't picked up in 11 fucking months. What did that tell you? They stopped calling.
Oh, that sucks. You must have been looking forward to it.
But at the same time, you know, league comedy's rough right now, and right now everything is rough. Let's fucking face it. This is going to be a great Thanksgiving for some people. I was watching people on CNN the other night going, they can't afford everything for Thanksgiving. Like they can't have stuffing or this or that, you know, or prices are out of fucking control. The gallon of milk has fucking gone up, you know, $4. I mean, you know, everything is rough. I mean, everybody, you know. Businesses, restaurants, comedy shows, the numbers aren't what they used to on a lot of these shows. It's a tough fucking market. And we're here waiting for something to happen. It's not going to happen no more. They're not doing that no more in comedy. It's just, it's the same people get the Netflix specials. Now Hulu's opened up. They're giving it to a couple big names, you know?
Right. And some people are coming, like, I actually just bought tickets. Tosh is going back on the road.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm going to go see him.
Where?
Long Island. I'm going to go see him whenever he's coming out.
It's not just Tosh that's going on the road next year. A lot of people going on the road next year. A lot of people have announced tours. And people that haven't toured in a few years because that money's running low. And now you got, instead of 300 people chasing the same nickel, you got 400 people chasing the same nickel.
Right.
And Tosh is back, baby. And he hasn't been around for years.
I don't remember the last. I saw him.
That's dangerous right there, him coming around. I know Cristela Alonso's coming around.
Oh, shit.
And she hasn't been around in years, you know. I mean, Daniel's probably just bored.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, he's got $80 million somewhere from Comedy Central.
Oh, yeah, he must.
So he's just bored at home. Somebody had to twist his fucking arm, and I saw his schedule. It's fucking real.
But it's because and Sandler did the same thing. It seems like when these big guys go out, they're like, I just want to go out for 4 weeks and then just be done.
That's it.
Like they have shows almost Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, every night they have shows, and then they're done with the tour. There's no more like just weekends.
Done. No.
But like if they want to see me, they'll see me on a Tuesday, and you will if you really like somebody, you'll go see them on a Tuesday.
You don't give a fuck.
No,
because the shows end early anyway.
Right.
It's a 7:30 show. What are you going to be out till 10?
Right.
10, they got to be off. It's a union, especially if they're in a theater or an arena or whatever the fuck they're at. Mm-hmm. So that's the problem that you have. So a show is safe now. When I went to a show, we were kids and we went to see the Garden, they would go till 1 a.m. You know, they fucked the fines. And then they started fining them more and more. And then, you know, but yeah, now you go to a show during the week, you're safe as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a night out. It's a dinner. And you go right to the fucking place, 7:30 show, 2-3 openers. He comes on, does an hour. That's it. There's no meet and greet. There's nothing. It's a fucking arena. It's a 5,000 seat theater.
He's probably on a plane back home within 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
That's amazing. It's fun. It's fun getting to like see some of these people come back. I think that was a cool thing that you did. And I know I was talking to you about it earlier, but like the fact that you took a break, I think it makes people more excited. Like I'm meeting a lot of people. You know who I'm meeting a lot of people now who are like in their early 20s and were listening to us in like middle school and high school. And then like they weren't allowed to see you the last time you were in their city because they were 16. And now they're finally 18, 21, whatever you have to be. And it's like, oh my God, he's coming out again. Like I think that's what people like when they see you coming to their city. That's what they're looking for. Like, oh my God.
I mean, those weeks from taking off, I already went and got notebooks. I wrote like parameters. I wrote like subjects I want to tread with for like a month of things I want to try, like different. And I really want to write. Like I really, really want to write and try. And the problem is I just don't have access to the city. We discussed this as much as I'd like to.
You have access.
I got access, but fuck. And it's December, Jack. That ferry is cold and a motherfucker.
Oh.
And Christmas traffic and shit now. So, my thing ends. This is what helps me. My thing ends in Parks after Wednesday. I'm not in Parks till next Thanksgiving.
Okay.
So that frees up Philadelphia for me now and parts of Pennsylvania. So I could go on the other side of Pennsylvania and start doing like some gigs some people have. Same thing. Take you guys, bill you guys as the headline, and I'll do 30 minutes. And the way that nobody knows. I'd rather do that.
Right.
Because I'm going to have boundaries because I have Atlantic City in August.
Okay.
So after January, I can't do a show around here.
Oh, shit.
I got to get the fuck out of here. And now they're holding you. They're really watching boundaries now because the tickets.
Right.
So they're like, bro, don't.
That's so. I don't think a lot. Maybe the listeners understand that is when you do a show somewhere, especially a big show, you're legally not allowed to do a show within a certain mileage.
90 miles, 120 miles all around. So you got to be really careful of that because it's Atlantic City. In Atlantic City, they're not going to come down for one night. Mm-hmm. They're going to come down for 2 nights, get dinner one night, maybe come see me the one night, maybe go see Frankie Valli the other night. Who the fuck knows, Draw a little dice, have a little chance. So, but that's really important. Like right now, if I was a young comic, I'd love to hear what I just said. That right now you got to think outside the box in comedy, and you got to figure out what. Because for you to drop $4,000 on a special, and for it just to become home decor, and you have no plan on how to get it out there, right? We could just shoot a video here. If I'm going to get 10,000 views on my special, why not just shoot a video here? Do a stand-up special for 3 people and fucking, the truth. Right now they're looking for something a little different.
Right.
All these specials are shot in arenas, in theaters. Maybe people want to see something smaller.
Yeah.
Maybe people want to see something different setup.
I saw a clip. I think Jeff Foxworthy's doing another one, but he's splitting it up. Half the special is going to be him working it out in clubs, and then he's going to do it again with it like completed.
That's been done already.
Really?
I'm talking about something that the people could relate to more.
Okay.
We just discussed that nobody knows the process of stand-up. When you become a super fan, like George, because he's been around me, or I've been around him with his business, you start to understand. But nobody understands the process of working out. Chris Rock tried that a couple of years ago, the black special and the black and white and the colored. Dog, keep it fucking simple. Keep it fucking simple. It's a brick wall with a microphone, a sign behind you, and smoke.
I would love to do smoke on stage.
Okay, smoke from the cigarettes in the room.
Oh, okay.
Or the reefer in the room, not you sitting there with some Chinese guy blowing smoke for you to get effects like Ozzy Osbourne.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about smoke from the fucking nitty-gritty smokers that are in the room. They're dropping their fucking ambiance. That's what a fucking special is. Everything else taken from that. The lights and the copter flying around the room and people giggling and, there was a special they shot so bad that the guy was dying on stage and they're showing people laughing. Nobody was laughing. When people laugh, they go like this, and they go backwards. People just sat there the whole fucking night and watched this bum special.
Oh my God, that's sad.
So it's really weird right now, but it's very weird in every field. Like if you're a realtor right now, you're feeling it. If you're selling cars right now, what's interest? Still 6? 9? You ain't buying no fucking car at 9%. So everybody's like, fucking, what do we do next? That's the next move. People are going to think about maybe watching stand-up. I don't know. Like, I always liked streaming comedy. I always thought it would work.
Yeah.
Like a network, 6 nights a week, you put a comedy there for $30 or 30 minutes and they pay $10. And people could sit at home and they know at 9 o'clock on Tuesday through Thursday, 3 nights a week, you could watch comedians do 30 fucking minutes.
So I've seen some people do it. What do you think about doing it in a movie theater instead? Because I think and I love specials. The problem I have with it
What's the difference between a movie theater and a theater?
No, a movie theater and home, because a movie theater they could charge $10, but at least you're around other people. Watching a special at home, even if you have your wife there, you both might giggle a little bit. But I really think you have to be around a lot of people. If they were doing it in a movie theater, I would go for $10, get a little popcorn, and then you don't have to go to a comedy club. You don't have to worry about someone picking on you.
$10 and some popcorn. Yeah, that's $62.
That's true.
So that's the problem you have with movie theaters. The special went from being free to I'm paying $10 and I got to pay $8 for their fucking popcorn.
Listen, I always have a burrito in my pocket. I sneak food in there all the time.
But we're trying to, right now, it's the cheapest angle. Over the holidays, people pay for Netflix. They're going to watch all those specials on Netflix. Mm-hmm. That's just the way Leanne Rhyme, whatever. All those new specials,
right?
They're all going to watch them because they pay $15. Well, how much? $23 a month now for Netflix.
I know.
Everything's beautiful. So you got to get your money's worth out of these fucking networks now. It's not like I got Paramount, but I get my money's worth out of Paramount, Jack. Netflix, I don't really get my money's worth, but I have in the past.
Yeah, I don't get my money's worth out of any of them. People don't cancel them. That's where you should start a streaming service or just some sort of subscription where people subscribe, because that's where the money is. Because how often do you watch? You just said it. You don't watch Netflix, but you still pay them $19 a month for the last 20 years.
My wife watches Netflix more for the limey shows. I watch Netflix for like the Dallas Cowboy thing. Every once in a while, I watch Netflix. HBO Plus I have just for The Sopranos and any HBO movies I like. Mm-hmm. Hulu I never really watch. Paramount I watch, and Apple I watch. Apple TV's got some good shows. And great movies, too. And I'll tell you what the best one is on all those motherfuckers. Disney.
Really?
The one my daughter's got?
Disney
Plus? They ain't fucking around on that.
What do you like? I know it's not Star Wars.
Let me tell you something. No. But if you go on there, like if I go on Amazon Prime, it's the worst movies in the fucking world. You just sit there through these bummy movies that you've never heard of before. And when you do watch them, you're like, all right, I know I didn't see this movie before. This is weird because it's got 3 movie stars in it. It's got 3 fucking big-name movie stars, and I've never heard dick about this fucking movie. That's Amazon.
And they wish you kept it that way.
Yeah, it's the weirdest fucking thing.
Yeah.
Amazon, I don't trust any of their movies. Like, I don't even, if I'm on there, don't rent it. Like, I'm done. That's it. That's it. I'm fucking done, man.
Is that like a red flag to you if like someone called you for an audition, like it's going to be on Amazon Prime?
Oh, yeah, I'm not showing up. I'm not going down there. These idiots that put their comedy specials on Amazon years ago and it's paper, and they're like, I got a special on Amazon. Dog, you're paying them every month. Because if you don't sell that special, like if people ain't buying it at whatever, $5 a head or something like that, we have to do something different. We all do. I mean, there's a lot of occupations that are stalling right now, and ours is not one that's stalling. But entertainment as a whole is, I think that after the pandemic, too many people went out. We developed this phobia where we needed to spend money, and not just our money, but every dollar we had in our fucking pocket. And people paid big money to go to concerts and shows and vacations and, during COVID, cruise ships, don't do it. And fuck, COVID wasn't even done and people were getting on cruise ships like fucking Liberace was going to make an appearance or something like that. So I don't know what happened. But I know that we all knew during the pandemic, like even after I moved here, that place in Jersey, they were doing concerts every fucking night. Social distancing. Well, the one by my house, PR Center, PNC. You know, those motherfuckers were doing shows, and they were doing, you know, and every heavy metal band was out. All those old guys were out. Those old guys ain't doing too good no more.
What's going on?
That's it.
Is it like
Even
they're
Motley
sick?
Crue wasn't selling tickets, and they had to go to a Las Vegas residency. Now they want to fucking announce a world tour with Extreme and somebody else for this is going to be the Shadow of whatever tour, some album they put out in 2009. It's done. It's done.
I saw this online, so this could be fake, but I think I saw that like the WWE at Madison Square Garden sold like 4,000 tickets. Like out of what, I don't even know how much that is. It's like 20,000 seats or something in Madison Square
18,
Garden.
19.
They sold 4,000 seats. That is.
Yeah, they blacked the top out, but you know.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good on TV.
It looks really good on TV, but it doesn't. It's. I think it's too much entertainment for the dollar right now, especially across that fucking tunnel. Across that tunnel, there's every 22 feet. There's something to be entertained. A fucking palm reader, a fucking sports bar, a fucking There's all types of entertainment across the river.
Oh, I love it over there. But even
And every, now again, when George and I were growing up, Tuesday nights, you catch the fucking Stones in Schenectady for $20 and didn't even know it was the fucking Stones. You catch the Ramones in the city for the small $20 at CBGB's. So you had that action during the week. Now, it's $600 a ticket.
yeah, and people, I think people just would rather stay home. I think a lot of people like you
will never fathom this when I say this. And George, you asked Loops. Me and Loops went to see Prince, Sheila E. and Nucleus at the Ritz for $15 on a Tuesday night, right before that movie came out.
But what do you like? The
You know what
$15
that's
back
like?
then is what,
You
like
know what that's
60
like
now?
today? You know what that $15 for Prince right before Purple Rain. I mean, Purple Rain came out in July. The movie, we went to see him in June. And we didn't know he was touring. There was no fucking, they said it on the radio. And we were lifting weights in his mother's garage. And we looked at each other. I just got to go up to 88th Street. You could take a shower, pick me up in 35 minutes. And we shot over to the fucking city. That $15. Sheila E., Nucleus, and fucking Prince and New Revolution, whatever the fuck.
But how much did it cost you to get into the city now?
$4.
It costs like $25 to go in the city.
No
at
shit.
least.
So that whole thing, parking was $4, maybe a fucking quarter. Yeah, you parked on the street, and the $5 nickel bag. You know,
Right.
you weren't snorting coke for whatever that fucking for Sheila E. It was 7:30 at night, 8 o'clock show, and they played till whatever, and it was New York. So who knew who was gonna walk in? Like when I went to see Prince, he announced like 3 black guys that walked in. I didn't know who the fuck they were, but people were jumping up and down. They must have been famous.
Right.
That's the thing about New York. You don't know who's going to be in the audience. That's the excitement. That's it. That's the surprise. If I pay $600, I'm expecting something.
Right.
If I'm paying $15, I got nothing to lose. It's just $15 fucking dollars. What do I give a fuck?
Yeah, everything is better when you have no expectations.
So what do I got to do to fill those 600? I got to take pictures of my friends. Everybody jump up and down. Let's show them how much fun we're having. Us 8 idiots just spent $5,000 on these tickets. Let's jump up and down. And we're drinking fucking water to boot. Like fucking idiots. Enough is enough. We'll be right back in 5 minutes, cocksuckers. It's break time. We're back for another fun-filled session here. The juice is kicking finally. The edibles are kicking in. I haven't eaten an edible all week. I ran out of them.
The whole week?
Bro, I have 0 edibles at the house. I got some dried up mushrooms that I threw away. I found some wax. I threw that away. I cleaned out my weed drawer finally. It's fucking disgusting.
What happened to that whole big Harry Potter case Rhythm gave you? That's already gone?
3/4 of it.
That was the biggest case of weed I've ever seen
The
in my
fucking bong was great, only they give me a fucking thing that it clogs every time. Like even after you grind the weed, it still clogs. So I was like, the bong is worthless. I got all the cartridges. I got some heavy duty cartridges, like vapor pens,
Right?
Like the fucking thick ones that fucking
Right.
But again, those I get high one time on those.
Dude, I can't tell. It's my favorite thing, and I don't tell people that they're full of shit yet. But someone came up to me and gave me an edible. He's like, I gave this to Joey, and I told him to be careful, and he took it. and He was high for 4 days. Enjoy, and I was like, I don't think I don't. Oh, people.
Dog, I tried to tell you.
and
I tried.
isn't it weird that
to
people
tell
talk
you,
about you? Like they're like, oh, I got Joey high. I'm like, I don't think you did.
I tried to tell you. Maybe they gave the edible to George. George tried to give it to me. I threw it away.
And George felt bad. It's like he liked it.
And they just run from there. This is why I have a friend of mine. She's a great girl. I love her to death. She calls me once every 2 weeks. Joey, come on my house. We're snorting, like they do fucking whippets and what's the other shit where you change your voice? Nitrous oxide.
Oh, Jesus.
They do the crazy. They got chocolate mushrooms. But when she's talking to me, I can hear goofy guys with her. Yeah, come over, man. I can't. Because those guys are telling a story that you've never heard before. He came over, we gave him one hit of weed, he was seeing things. And next thing you know, you're like, first off, I know Joey. He didn't smoke your weed. I'm not smoking nobody's weed.
Oh.
I bring my own for a fucking reason. Because I assume yours suck. So
it's
if
not
I
a health
walk
thing.
into your house, I bring my own fucking ammunition. So it's guys, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, but I hope you guys all learn a lesson. This poor bastard, every 2 weeks, I ran into a guy. He says he knows you. George, you don't know me. Trust me when I'm telling you. Trust me when I'm telling you. How do I know? Because I've seen people do that right in front of me. Like right in front of me. Like, for example, you're like, what would it be? Okay. I'm at a bar, standing here with Lee, George, and Nick. We're 4 idiots. Who's winning New England? I don't know. Whatever the fuck we talk about. And all of a sudden, the football player's girlfriend comes in.
Taylor Swift?
She comes in, we don't even see her. 10 black guys, she's got a fur on, a van, people getting pushed out of the way, because that's cool today. People want that to happen, right? They want that to happen. I'll get in the car with all four. Now, while we were there, we didn't even see her. She came out, she walked to the bathroom one time and she waved at us. And that was it. Out of us four, what are we going to tell when we come back up here?
We hung out with Taylor Swift.
We partied with Taylor Swift. You didn't party. She was at the same place that you were by coincidence, you fucking idiot. It's the luckiest day in your life since your dog got hit by a car. Okay? And now, you follow what I'm saying to you? It's a big difference. It's a big fucking difference. So that's what I don't like about the game.
That happens all. Did I ever tell you what happened with the girl I hooked up with before my ex?
Dog, it's a nightmare out there.
I hooked up with this girl once. We met online. We hooked up once. That was the only STD I ever got when I got thrush, and my tongue turned purple. It was fucked up. I didn't tell you this.
When was this?
Oh, this was 2021 April. I was losing weight, but not fully yet. So I was in Massachusetts. Yeah. I was in, and I met this girl online. She started sending me dirty videos. I was like, and it was just a dating app. Like, no, I had no idea about the podcast, any of it. I went over once, and the next day, it was like Willy Wonka. My tongue started to blow up, and it turned purple. And you know how nervous I get, so I got fucking nervous. And meanwhile, you go for an STD test. It takes 2 days to come back. She told me that, and the doctor told me it was something called thrush, which is basically you went down on someone with a yeast infection, pretty much. There was nothing out there, but it was just. I told her about it, and she was like, "Well, my sister is a nurse, and she said the guys only get thrush if they have AIDS because they have a weakened immune system." So I had to sit with that for 2 days. Of course, I didn't have fucking AIDS. I never saw her again. I went to an open mic like 2 years later, and a buddy at an open mic was like, "Hey, I saw your ex-girlfriend." Meanwhile, I thought it was my ex from LA. And he told me who it was. I was like, I hooked up with her once. And she's going around telling people. She gave me a fucking fucked up tongue. I had to let lozenges dissolve on my tongue. It was like 6 times a day for like
a purple tongue, Lee.
It was fucked up.
Lee, listen, I am one of the nastiest motherfuckers I know.
You never got a purple tongue?
I have stung my mouth in places where a billy goat would go. Not today, okay? I'm that type of dude. I like to sniff a pussy and stick my tongue in there. And better yet, I'll flip them around. And even if the asshole has that little wang to it, I'll still eat that pussy because I'm a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
But, dog, there's times I've left the pussy and I've gone like, oh, yeah, tomorrow something's not going to be good. I'll go home and Listerine it and brush it. And, fucking put a little rubbing alcohol in there in your mouth and gargle with it.
Oh,
and
I had no idea.
You had the little thing that swells up, but that's from working.
No, it was the whole tongue. I was living with my mom at that point.
I've gotten to the point where under this, there's a little whitehead that would pop.
Oh, Jesus.
From eating so much fucking rotten ass and pussy right underneath my tongue there.
You gave yourself a whitehead?
Under there, yeah. There was a little white. Whenever I would go deep, like on a coked up night,
right?
Like I would go to Florida, do coke with chicks, and just put coke on that pussy and eat it. I never met these women before. That's not good. That's not good. But I was such a fucking savage that didn't matter. I was going 100%.
Right.
Before I met my wife, I lived a comedy life that was 100%. Couches, planes, trains, automobiles,
and
women,
pussy.
Borrowing. It was fucking insane. It was fucking insane. But that's what I wanted because I knew that's the only way I could do it. That's the only way I could live. That's it. There was no going to go work for a corporation and we got to wear a blue shirt every Friday. There was no bowling leagues. There was none of that. I just wanted to fucking do something completely fucking different.
Right.
That's why when I got into it, it was like, listen, there's 2 things I'm not going to talk about on stage, and this little fucking cocaine faggotry I have going on that I'm going to quit after it's over. I'm going to do coke till they find me in a fucking hotel room in Iowa somewhere. At least I know this going in.
Right.
But I'm going to die doing what I love doing. Doing comedy, eating ass, and doing drugs. That's it. That's it. We just sat here for an hour before the break talking about interest. Do you guys notice? I became a comedian not by really choice. It was all I had. It's all I could do.
Right.
It's all I could do. When I jump in the shower at fucking 8:30 in the morning or 7:30, I'm like, wow, I could sit in here for 2 hours if I wanted to. I don't, but I could. Not because I'm lazy, because I already did the work. I already laid my blueprint.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, I don't know.
But that's all you like, sex, drugs, and comedy.
Well, now I got no drugs, so the sex went down for 80%. Once you took the drugs from me, you took a little piece from me. As sad as that sounds, it's a sad statement, but I'm not going to lie to you guys.
Why can't you get all horned up without the drugs?
It's not that. It's not that, Lee. I still get horned up like a normal American.
Right.
But if you know anything about me, I don't want to get horned up like a normal American. I want to get horned up like a coke fiend.
Listen, just take a Blue Chew and crush it up. Those Blue Chews are fun.
Listen, you do not understand what we're even talking about.
I guess not, because a Blue Chew to me is a fucking party.
What I'm talking to you about is a state of mind. A comedy state of mind when you're in a zone. We discussed going away for 3 months and just doing,
every show.
We've discussed going away for a month and taking only Sunday nights off to sleep and do laundry, right? We've discussed that. We've discussed all those things. So now, what are we talking about?
We're talking about you not liking sex anymore.
No. So I didn't say that, Lee. I'm just saying that when I was doing comedy, you know, it's like when people, and again, I'm not comparing myself to nobody. I'm just giving you an example. People were a little shocked when they watched the Charlie Sheen thing. To me, it's just another day in the zoo. You know what I'm saying? It's just another day in your zone. You know, when you play football, you're fucking 22, you just signed for $160 million signing bonus. You know, they're going to give you $12 million a year to start at linebacker. You're starting. You're going to move to Milwaukee. You're going to start a whole new fucking life. How are you going to live that life? Are you going to fucking bog yourself down with bullshit? You're 23 fucking years old. Okay? What are you going to bog yourself down with? Slinging dick and playing football. I am 20 fucking 3 years old. I should not be getting into a hamburger chain or a restaurant chain or listen. I'm gonna for 1 year, if God gives me 1 year to be a fucking nomad. And then after a year, if things work out, I'll trim the fat. I'll get rid of the bitches, whatever. You know, you guys understand what I'm trying to say to you.
Mm-hmm.
For me, comedy was the same thing. Out in the open. I got upset with you last week for a disgusting thing. But you didn't see where I was coming from. I got upset with you because you didn't do mushrooms with Josh on a Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get on the road. That's the essence of doing comedy. If not, go get a job. If you're going to go, when you go on the road on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, the only boundary you have is not to cheat on your wife or your girlfriend. That's it. That's the only boundary you have. Okay? But you want to do something that you're not doing at home. Why are you going home at 10:30? Oh, I don't want to be up till 5. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? That's what the road was for me. And at 5:30, that's when you're going to write your best fucking material.
I see what you're saying.
And you understand me? When I went on the road, the first, from 93 to 2000, I had no boundaries. No boundaries. Listen, whatever happened. Whatever happened. I followed a kid in Kentucky to a farm one night for 45 minutes. He told me he was going to get me Coke. When I got there, he'd get me meth. Did I cry? I just did the meth. Okay. You understand where I'm going with this?
Right.
It was a system. It was a means to an end. I wanted to experience every fucking minute of being a stand-up fucking comic. You know, I didn't want to live. I have two choices. And again, I'm not talking bad about anyone. I could have done the road like Seinfeld or done the road like Sam Kinison. I'd rather do it like Sam Kinison. But I couldn't do it like that forever. So I did it kind of like Dice. He eats good. He stays out late. He gets high. He complains. You follow me?
Right.
But it's all still 100%. We're still going to go out to eat afterwards, right? At a big fucking steakhouse. We're going to fucking jam. I don't give a fuck about, I have to get on the plane at 5:30 in the morning. I don't give a fuck about your dilemmas, Lee.
Right.
You're sleeping 2 hours tonight. That's it. But then I got to drive to Boston. Take a nap in the car. You know, go buy a Tesla where the guy drives for you. Right? Go get yourself a Tesla. Trade one in. Tell Nicky to take you down there. That's part of that life. I always wanted you to experience that life. George is an artist. George does frames. But he's a fucking artist. He's an artist, okay? Mm-hmm. George fucked up somewhere. He didn't get the Pepe Le Pew hat and the cigarette holder, because that's all they want in that world, is to be cool. Change his name to Georgie the Panamanian. You know, and then he's got 3 rings, and he looks like fucking Keith Richards with a scarf in July. That, you know, that's all part of it, guys. Why do I love gay men? Why do I really love the concept of gay men? Because, yes, there's some gay guys that they get their plaid shirts. and they go to Rudy's and look at the menu. Oh my God, I can't. But then there's some faggots that are just like, I didn't become a faggot for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I became a fag to go out there and be a murderer. Like, I'm busting assholes for 8 years, and I'm getting my asshole busted for 8 years. I'm sucking dick in tents.
Right.
I'm sucking dick in helicopters. Whatever you got, I'm a flu. You follow me? And I think people are forgetting that. People are forgetting that. Right now, I'm the happiest I've ever been with stand-up. I made a statement to you that I looked at your face, and I said, I'm a hobbyist stand-up now. Because it is. Because I'm not worried about Netflix. I'm not worried about getting passed at a club. I'm not worried about getting my show picked up. I'm not worried about anything. I worry about two things. Coming up here, fucking around with you motherfuckers on Monday, saying whatever the fuck is on our mind or whatever the fuck's going on in society, and then working out once a week. Writing stupid shit. Listen, because I'm a part-time comic, I don't have the full-time comedy capacity in my mind like I used to. But when I do a couple shows in a row, I get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you a hobbyist. I understand what you're saying. A hobbyist to me is the guy that I would do open mics with in Worcester who came in a squirrel costume.
Well,
listen, but
this is what I became. And I didn't become it. I became it by choice. Why? Joey, why? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you and George, my brother, and my nephew, Nick, in public. I couldn't handle it anymore. It was cutting against my grain, who I am inside. That's it. Just all this shit, you know. I charge $40 for a ticket. I go online a week later, it's $280. You know, and nobody's got an explanation for me. This is what people, and then you bitch at me because, Joey, your tickets are $280. Dog, my tickets are $48. I understand, it's Thanksgiving. But you have Turkish kindness charge, kindness fee, this, that. You just get burnt out. Mm-hmm. You get burnt out on people telling you didn't sell enough tickets. When was the last time an agent called me and said, hey, man, be funny?
That's hysterical. Never, probably in your whole career.
Okay. I'm your manager, but I'm calling you to go, I just got a call from the club you're at in January. So wait a second. I'm in the middle of eating my wife's asshole, and you called me to tell me I got to make a video for January. Why are you managing me? Not once did one of those agents ever say to me, bro, go out there and be funny. And that's what we've forgotten. It's the fucking media. It's the Instagram. Lee, I just want you to be fucking, remember what I'm telling you. Send out those envelopes for a commercial agent and just right now, fucking be funny. Do something I didn't do. Explore every fucking topic.
Okay.
Explore every fucking topic from now on. Whatever, because it's a new world. You could explore PayPal. You could explore Uber Eats. You know, it's a whole different fucking game now. You know, you're about to get married. That's going to give you a ton of material when your wife's not around.
No,
you
she
know.
doesn't give a shit.
No.
But it's also...
But trust me, there's going to be some shit you're going to pick up that you don't want to run. You're going to fucking look both ways.
I have one of my funniest jokes is about her parents dying. So I don't...
Oh, Jesus.
I don't give a shit at all. She's really cool. And
but you're about to get married. You're about to go to honeymoon. You know, you're about to do all these things that are new to you. Touch on them because this is, I think we just lose. Remember, comedy's about you. Mm-hmm. Comedy's about me. You know, like, how is this affecting my shit every fucking day? You know, how am I affecting it?
Right.
You know, how am I, like, I was thinking from that perspective lately. Like, how did I affect not voting for fucking Jack Chick? You know what I'm saying? He's down 300,000 votes.
It's all because you didn't vote for him.
You know, do I feel guilty now about not registering and vote? Nah, I'm going to stay a fucking felon.
Right.
I'm going to stay a felon. You follow me?
That should be that's the new name of the tour, the Felon Tour.
Yeah, the Felon Tour.
Oh, but you know what's cool for me is like I'm finally, like I'm in my, I think 9th year. I don't even know. But like now, like if I have a joke that doesn't work, like I know it's going to come back and it'll work at some point. Like it's like there's jokes that I'm doing now that I had the idea of like 6-7 years ago and I just wasn't, I didn't know how to make the joke. And now, like, one of my biggest laughs I
We
get.
told you that.
Yeah, I love that.
That you're not good enough to deliver that joke. You're like, you'll say it, and they're like, fucking nobody laughed. But 3 people laugh. And they'll go, bro, we love that joke. And you're like, but you're the only motherfuckers who laugh at it. And then you're going to save it, and one night, now, you're going to connect them. Or tie it in, or now you see it from a different perspective. And you're going to blur it out, and that joke's going to fucking kill.
Oh.
That's the rest of your fucking career.
And it's also like, I'm really not scared to say anything, but I had a situation this weekend where I had a show at a weed store, and a homeless guy just like the window was open for some reason, and it was like 30 degrees out. The window was open. This homeless guy just started talking to me, and I I had other shows where like I was thinking about it, like I could have told him to go away, or like someone could have. I started talking.
You did. When you told me on the phone, I was so happy because you're finally starting to get it. There's comedians that are dying so bad on stage, they wish a homeless guy would open the window.
Oh, I want to bring him with me. That was the funniest 10 minutes I've ever had.
The thing that you forgot about the audience and turned it into him, that's a gift. And I'm happy you did it that way because you could have pandered the audience. What's this homeless guy doing here? I should have just stayed in California. You went and nookied up to him. So what do you think? How long have you been homeless for? And the people. When was the last time you got a piece of ass? About 3 months ago. I raped a chick down by the waterfront. You know, and they'll say shit like that. That's what comedy is, guys.
Dude, he came up to me. He asked me what I was talking about jerking off, and I asked him the last time he jerked. I said, "When was the last time you jerked off out there?" He says, "Oh, I jerk off all the time to scare people away, to stay safe." There was that, and then I don't think he was too happy with me. He's like, "Where are you from?" And I told him Massachusetts, and he had never heard of it. And he's like, "Manhattan?" I said, "No, Massachusetts." He's like, "Oh, the suburbs." He's like, "You've never been on the dark side, have you? You've never seen the darkness." And I was like, the joke I had is I dated a black girl in college, and that got a big laugh. But he's like, I was like, I don't want to. He's like, you don't know what the dark side is.
How you get rid of them is give them a 20 and tell them go buy a sandwich. Now the audience applause. You're a hero. You gave the homeless guy. Now you got to hunt them down afterward to get it back. But that's the fucking problem you got.
But I was able to go dark. Like, and this is not a joke I normally, but it's like, it's a thought I've had. But as soon as he left, I was like, you know what? Good for him for not killing himself. And like, that would never work at a real show. Me saying like, why don't homeless people kill? Like, but it's like in the moment, like that's what I wasn't good at before. It was about being in the moment, and I had so much fun, and like I listened back to it, and I was kind of mad at myself. Like I should have gone in different directions in the moment, but it was like one of the most fun I've had on stage. At a weed store, a homeless guy. I'm hoping the video is going to come out. We'll see, because they were filming it. But it was fucking crazy.
You know, it's really weird how you don't know how bad of a comic you are until you actually pay money to go see a comic and the waitress drops her tray. And this guy could attack it from 1,000 ways. There's some comics that won't address it. There's some comics that are dying on stage that they're waiting for that to happen because now they could torture somebody for 8 minutes and get a new start from there. And then there's guys that'll take that and really take it to another level. Like, never mind, because they were dying. They don't even need that. But it made such a commotion in the room. 2 people got up and did this, and the lady over here wiped her face. I got to address it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When somebody has a fucking heart attack during your show, you gotta fucking address it.
But that's why I was saying earlier, like about like going to see comedy live, like the regular shows are great, and I know you've told the story about like that woman who like gave you the blowjob in between shows. But have you had like a situation like that, like a crazy thing happened while you were on stage that you just had to address? Anything come to mind?
I would have addressed the guy getting a hand job at my show, but there was only 4 other people in the audience.
A guy got a hand job at your show?
Yeah, at an open mic in the city at 1 in the fucking morning, late 1:30, close to the Bowery down there. I just forgot where the fuck it was. The old Triple Inn.
Holy shit! And you just let it happen. You could see it from stage, but you just let it happen.
How bad do you feel if you're sacrificing your life for this thing called stand-up? You're number 82 on a list of fucking
85.
85. Now you go up on stage, there's 4 people left. You're obviously eating a bag of dick. But to really shit on your day, you look over, and there's a black hooker giving an old man a hand job with glasses on.
It was an old
and
man?
a smile. Yeah, he was like older than me, like 80, with glasses. He had like 3 hairs. And he was just sitting there like petrified. And she's giving him a hand job, covering it, but you could see her hand moving. And she looking at me like, yeah, just 3 more minutes of this shit. And he came, and she just got up and left. So I didn't know if she came in with him or if she just came in and sat next to the lonely guys and said, yeah.
Holy shit.
So how bad would you feel about your career? At that point, I didn't have the chops to even go, hey, you're getting a hand job here. I didn't even have the chops to say that.
Right.
I would have probably melted or fucking ate a bag of even more dicks. So, yeah, there's times, but after a while, there's some shit you address to get attention. Mm-hmm. Like you're dying, or is that an Italian shirt you have on? Whatever.
Right.
But there's some shit that organically happens. That organically happened.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're not forcing it. Yeah.
That organically happened. So you have to address it. Or don't. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying that I would, especially, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. Because at one point I would have tried to drag him into the window. That's fucking brilliant. At one time you'd light up a joint, give it to him.
Oh, we should have. We had a joint.
Window.
God damn it. Mm-hmm. We should have given it to him. But
that's your whole act.
Yeah.
And you're not worried about the audience laughing. You're worried about the fucking thing. I watched an interview one time. You don't know what I'm talking about. George knows, maybe Nick knows. After they shoot Sonny on the causeway, I saw an actor's studio with Robert Duvall. And Robert Duvall was talking about the guy goes, when you enjoy rehearsing? That guy with the glasses, Lipton?
Oh, I love that, yeah.
Do you enjoy rehearsing? And he goes, something about, yeah, I enjoyed it for theater and stuff. But for some movies we did, some we didn't. He goes, but particularly in The Godfather, he goes, I liked rehearsing till I rehearsed with Marlon Brando. Because you could rehearse it 80 times, and when that camera shut on, that motherfucker did something completely different to keep you guessing. He goes, you were fucking, And he goes, well, give us an example. And he goes, when he comes down in that scene, I'm drinking. At one point, he just decided to take the cup from me. He goes, I didn't know what to do. Thank God I stayed in character. And he goes, it was brilliant what came out of his mouth. That shit wasn't even close to what we were supposed to say. And then he came back to it when he goes, call the cemetery, the guy, tell him he owes the favor. That's brilliant shit. Mm-hmm. You're keeping even the people around you. They don't know.
Right.
That's why I love when people go, hey, do you know what you're going to be talking about tonight?
Or how much time you're doing.
Yeah, listen, let's go. We're having a great time here. If we're having a great time, I'll do close to an hour 20. If I'm really in the moment. Because I feel after an hour 20, that's it.
Yeah, that's a good amount.
What should be coming out of my mouth after that should be even more heat, and it's not. So now your batting average goes from 500 to 322. Keep it at 500 and get off. Let them want more. Sometimes I know I'm on fire, and I know I got 30 minutes, but I got them at such a peak, I cut them off at the hour.
Yep.
They just got cut off. When Soprano came in and the guy walked in and the camera shut off, that's it. They don't know. They just gave me a better response than I thought they would give to my closer. So I shut it down.
See, I still fuck up sometimes, but that's a great thing.
Okay,
yeah.
But it's 9 years compared to 30.
Right. Oh, I know.
You follow me? Don't ever. And don't ever judge. Like I could go at the 10-year mark, I had nothing on you. At the 10-year mark, I had a pilot that I was almost thrown off the set for how bad of acting I was. I had a movie that I almost got fired from for stealing all the roller skates. But the only thing I shot was Mad TV.
Okay.
And that helped me because it was in the comedy
realm
now. And at the time, Mad TV was still hot. The Sopranos was hot. And I did a Sopranos sketch. So it was perfect. All the fucking trees were aligned. But beside that, you're a cunt hair away from getting into a club that will give you 4 spots in a week.
Oh.
Okay, 4 at the same place.
I love that.
Whether it's Gotham, whether it's the Stand, whether it's New York Comedy Club, you're at a cunt hair away from getting 3 or 4 spots a week and other spots that you'll hustle, and then you'll see the growth. But I tell you what, again, this is a comedy podcast, but it's also about life. It all gets better in time. Don't put an expiration date on your fucking dream.
Oh, never.
It's time. Dog,
That's why I didn't like you calling yourself a hobbyist. Because
that's not an expiration date. That's a hypothesis. You know when I worked, you saw the difference.
there's a different. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Okay, so that was 7 to 4 spots a week every week since we met. You
Yeah.
saw that. This is no lie. And you're a professional. You're touring. Right now, I'm just ham and what? Rocky in the beginning.
Ham and egger.
Ham and egger. I'm a ham and egger that still gets lucky and sells some tickets at the right places at the right time. And I still go out there and give it 100% of what I could do, the best I can. Am I Joe Diaz from 2019? No, but sometimes I get there.
Yeah.
Sometimes on a good night I get there, and lately I've been getting there. I'm honest with the audience, and that's the best thing you could do. But George is an artist. My art and his art is the same. It's only it covers 2 different things. But art will always be art. When you go to jiu-jitsu, you learn an arm bar from one guy, you learn an arm bar from another guy. It's completely different. But guess what? It's an arm bar. Motherfucker's tapping for his elbow. That's an art. It's 2 different ways, and it's live.
Right.
It continues to change and evolve and grow. That's art. George will tell you what he does now. We had a discussion of his job this weekend. Framing and fucking plunges and inches and whatever. Ask him if he could have done that 25 years ago. Because he's been doing that. If I'm doing comedy 35, he's doing that 40 fucking years.
Wow. Yeah, and that's the dream. And do you ever get pissed off? Because you're this good now, but you're in your 60s?
Let's speak some fucking truth here, okay? The truth of the matter is, it took me 14 years to get a feature movie, but guess what? Nobody knew who I was. I was the fat, funny guy. And it took 21 years for anybody to know my name. How many people could do something for 21 years and be enthusiastic when nobody knows your name?
Be rough.
Okay? You met me about that time. I was 3 years sober on coke, and I was on the uptick, and I had a vision, and I knew that if I could get something out there completely different than what everybody else was doing. Everybody's always trying to be funny. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them about my life. And that's not that fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got some funny shit.
Right.
But it ain't that funny. So when everybody else is dying to make you laugh, I was trying to make you cry. I was trying to show you, you know what I'm saying? So I figured that out. Mm-hmm. I liked boxing. And HBO, the thing, they always have that one-on-one with the boxer. You could hate this guy. And all of a sudden, he's got 9 kids, and he works at UPS. And his wife died, and he has to raise the kids by himself. And he trains, and he's become this athlete with all these abstractions in his life. Whether you like this dude or not, you like him. You have some form of respect for him.
Right.
And that's all I wanted to do, was let people know, yeah, I'm a felon. I made some mistakes. But let me tell you what led up to that. And then we'll take it from there, and how stand-up came into the realm.
Mm-hmm.
So it was 21 years, Lee. It was 2011, 2012. That's 22 years. And this is movies, TV shows, Mad TV, Ralphie, Joe Rogan. It just wasn't clicking. What do you mean by not clicking, Joey? Something wasn't clicking, and to answer your question, I wasn't selling tickets.
Right. Which is the only thing they care about.
That they care about.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay.
In my stupid, naive head, I thought the funniest guy in the room got the nod.
Right.
But it doesn't work like that no more. if you want to put the work in, like Andrew Dice Clay, put the work in the East Coast. Once he conquered the East Coast, he took his party out to the West Coast, and he already had momentum.
Mm-hmm.
But he developed it Long Island, Pips, Rascals, Atlantic City, and New York City clubs. Maybe. I think he just stayed in Brooklyn.
Right.
So at one point, right now, you're just going through rounds. But at one point, you're going to actually see the playing field and how you're going to play it. You know, I only got one good running back. I got no blocking, and I got 3 guys that could catch a fucking meteor. You know? You got to work with what you got.
Right.
Right now, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be funny. Right now, you're not trying to sell tickets.
No.
What? Even if they put you on one last episode of Last Comic Standing, and you got to go out there and then half the room, it's not worth it. I'd rather you blood, sweat, and tears. So no matter what, at the end of this war, you know that you did the best you can.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. We did the best we could with what we could. There's comics that are fucking huge. You think I sit at home at night crying and going, that could have been me if it wasn't for the pandemic. That couldn't be me if it wasn't. No, I didn't want to be that. I was happy with what I had. I knew where I came from. It would have been a better story if I was selling arenas and Rocky came out with the American flag and all that. That would have been great. But you know what? I'd rather have what I got. I'm happy. And look, I'm in love with comedy again.
That's
with
awesome.
the root of comedy, not
everything else.
The root of comedy, looking at certain words, trying different things, talking about myself, about things I never even dreamt of talking about. They're not nasty. I would say the nasty shit. Now I got to say the good shit and try to make it funny. So it's all different adjustments, man. And listen, you're doing your spots. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, dude.
Where you go for Thanksgiving?
I'm staying local. We're going to be on Long Island. My mom's coming up. We'll see what happens. I got tonight I'll be at Sheba's. Tomorrow night, Wednesday night, with you at Parks, and then we'll see what happens.
That's it. That's all we got, man. And listen, we've been doing this podcast for a long time. Fucking happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Remember, this Wednesday, Philadelphia, Parks Casino, still tickets available. And then December 5th, we're at the Pantheon at Caesars, Virginia. And Danville, listen, that's a great place. It's a beautiful fucking place. It's going to be a great show. I got some good comics coming down. If you got the time,